Is that out of phase?
Yeah.
Dang.
It's a really quacky, quirky kind of sound, huh?
That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I'm ready.
Hello again, and welcome to Mothership Gear, where I am joined by my friend Paul. Paul, give me a little bit of your background. Like, what do you do with music?
Well, I'm a certifiable gigger.
Amen, brother.
I got my badge right here.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
It's not much. I play in a bunch of different bands. I'm a gun for hire. I tour with a couple different bands that come around the States every now and then.
Cool.
I have a couple bands. I was just band man.
Yeah, that's fun. So let's talk about some guitars.
Yeah,
looks like we have a pretty rare looking older Gibson.
Yeah.
What is the story behind this guy?
So this guy, ultra rare, Gibson Melody Maker 12 string. This was one of, I believe, 210 made in the Kalamazoo factory.
Nice.
And this one's all mine.
What kind of color is this? This is crazy.
Man.
Was this
copper-ish? I don't know the actual name for it. They came in this color and then they came in Pelham blue.
Was this a burgundy and it's faded to copper?
You know,
or did they do like a copper color for this model?
I'm pretty sure that this is pretty close to the original finish.
Oh, wow.
You can see a lot of checking in it, but all the photos that I've seen, they pretty much look like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the only other color that it came in was Pelham blue.
Wow, how cool.
Yeah, super sick.
What do you like about this guitar compared to another 12 string?
Well, first off, I'm a 12 string addict. Because I'm Greek and I love bouzouki music, 12 strings get really close to it.
Oh, cool.
This one specifically has this really like out of phasey sounding single coil pickups that do that sort of slippery bouzouki sound really well. So if you're thinking of riffs like
me.
that sort of thing, it sounds pretty close to what a bouzouki might sound like. Not exactly there, but as close as a guitar is going to get you. And on the bridge pickup, you get this really, it's so thin sounding. But that is kind of how they sound, you know? So it gets really close to that.
That's cool. So you feel like a little more familiar on stage with a guitar and a guitar tuning, but you can emulate a bouzouki.
Totally. And then they're not so finicky like bouzoukis are.
Yeah.
I do have an electric bouzouki and the neck is, you know, they're about this thin, size of your mic stand here.
Oh yeah.
And they're really susceptible. They're susceptible to warping. You have to hold the bowl back in such a way to where you need to stand like absolutely straight so you don't get any rock moves. Yeah. Which, you know, I mean, people are there to see the rock moves. They're not here to see bouzouki's.
Yeah. So might as well take your mid 60s, 1 of 200 12 string Gibson Melody Maker on tour.
Might as well, especially if you only have a shitty case that doesn't even close.
Oh yeah.
Just to add to the anxiety. But you know, sometimes anxiety makes you feel alive, right? You know, like a little bit of stress. You want something to care about, right?
If cavemen have anxiety, why not I?
I do.
Awesome. Why would someone grab a Gibson 12 string over like a Rickenbacker 12 string? When I think of 12 strings, I think of like the Birds and notoriously a Rickenbacker sound. What are you getting out of this?
That's a super fair question. The only answer that I can really point to you is SGs are badass. So if you want to look badass, you need an SG.
Yeah.
And then
true.
If you need a 12 string, but you also want to look badass, there's only one remedy for you, my friend. Only one. 1 of 210.
Yeah, that's a very exclusive one.
You better start digging.
All right, you heard it here first. Grab your shovels, folks.